Good morning, guys. Welcome to this session. So we'll just do a recap of everything we've learned for the last 2 weeks. Then the new series will start where I'll talk about confirmation entry, the time frame we use for this stuff, and possibly how we engage. And also, we started with the COT reports. I showed us the video is there. I taught account sizing. Then I showed the four candles that would trade, just four candles that would trade. That video on the candles that move that the four candles that move the markets is uploaded already. You can go through it to understand the candles more better. Then we talked about structure mapping. So we'll do more on the structure and points of interest in this video. So let's say we have two zones here. Zone A, zone B. This is A. This is B. So you have a market that was previously bullish. It got to possibly point B. I will talk about the points much later. Yeah? And you saw a reversal. You saw either of those four candles that would trade formed here, telling you, okay, market might reverse and change bias from this previous bullish market to a selling market. What do you need to see? You need to see this impulsive push, long impulsive push to the downside. It's characterized by more red color candles or more down candles, a little correction to the upside, and another red. That's all what you need. This one previously was bullish, or the bullish market. You saw this push. Closing below the last corrections leg. For the bullish push, you have your impulsive push, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. Now. So once the market closed below this last corrections leg, give you another impulse, correction, then come up. You look at the origin of that push. What are you looking for? Either of those four candles. Which of the candles? What do I mean? That's your doji, hammer, the three candle formation. Then the engulfing candle. So once you see either of them there forming at that extreme, 80% of the time market will come back, touch there, and start coming down. Same thing when the sell market correct, continue correct, comes down to this zone, dances a little, then comes up, closes above the last correction leg. Just know your impulsive push, correction, impulse correction. Once the market closes above the last impulsive push, what do you expect? You just expect to see another small retracement and a nice push to the upside. What do? You look at the extreme zone again, the origin of that first push. Look at that extreme for either of these same candles. If you see multiple of them, fine. But once you see either of these candles there, what do? You place your limits. We'll talk about lower time frame confirmation much later. Don't do time pairing as well. You look for buys. So let's check Euro USD charts yesterday. I didn't execute, but I've been a little busy, but I mapped it out earlier. Euro USD as at yesterday. That's it. On the 1 hour charts, we had this, what's it called? We had this push. Market was bearish here, then we had this push. That's impulse correction, impulse little correction. We broke above here, retested, then came up. So Market has moved from this below now to this up. Just speaking here. Do you get? So what's the bone of context here now? You can see this nice impulsive push here, broke above here, corrected, came up. Once that happened, what do? You look for either of those candles. What do I mean? Either of the candles we trade. And if you check here now, we had this small red candle engulfed by this green candle. You mark it as your point of entry, target the highs, and that was it. You had entered here, SL below. That's a nice four arrow trade. Nice clean four arrow trade. What do you need? Impulsive push, correction, impulse. Then look at the origin for either of those four candles. Here now we had the engulfing candle. Engulfing candle played out here and see the touch and smooth. So that's for that. Then I think VTC too. VTC made the same move yesterday. We had this break above his previous highs and we had this nice push to the upside, an impulsive push, a little correction, then an impulse. Check the origin of that push. You see an engulfing candle there. Yeah, sorry. Okay, this one looks like a hammer rather, sorry. A hammer candle formed here. So you mark that candle and extend to the future. Let's see how many are removed before market change direction. SL always below. That's it, 1 to 3. Like clean 1 to 3 without stress and you are out of the market. Let me check another broker, sorry. Okay, good. This was the entry, not the previous one, sorry. This one here. Was on the H1. I saw the zone. Good. Exactly. On the H1, I saw the zone. So you are engaged there. SL below. Okay. This was 3 hour trade. So the target is always the next highs or the next two highs. Next high here will be your TP1. And the extreme will always be your CP2. But we'll have this zone here, so we have left the market there. So that's it. What's the idea? Impulsive push, correction, impulse. Once you've seen 1, 2, 3, look for either of those candles. If you not watch the video, go back to that videos on the candles that move the markets. Either of them you see impulse, correction, impulse. Mark that candle as a reference point to the future. Engage there and that's it. For the selling market, it's still the same thing. I can't pick any particular candle now, but let's see the same thing here. Can see the same thing here on BTC. We had this little coin, what's it called? A little accumulation, orangey market here. Then this push to the upside. What can you see? Impulsive push, correction, impulse. Once you've seen that, look at the extreme always. If you check here now, what can you see? An engulfing candle, of which this green candle engulfed the red fully. You mark the two candles and extend to the future. That's it. The target, the next high upwards. Put your, what's it called, your long to there. Place your limits on it. Your trading broker and you are good to go. Should give us close to 1 to 5 and That's it, 1 to 6. 1 to 6. So it's very simple. Like it's very simple. Just look for what's it called? The push, impulse, correction, impulse. Mark your candles. If it comes back, fine. Doesn't come back, wait for the next trade. The same thing. I showed us my trades of last week. The same concept. Like the same concepts over and over again. See here now. Impulsive push, correction, impulse again. You look at this block properly. Look here properly. What do you see? You see the doji candle there. Paired with this, and you can see a small candle engulfing candle. This green candle engulf the red candle. Then we have a doji. What do? You mark the candles now. Extend to the future, and that's it. Like that is it. What do? You place your limit here. Place your limits here, and you are good to go. SL below. Target the previous highs there. Target the previous highs. That's it. 5 hours. But myself, I got an 8 hour trade on 8 hour setup on that particular trade. Let me see if I can get that stuff. So always look for what? Impulsive push, correction, and impulse. Then the origin of that first push, we'll look for either of those candles. Either of those candles, then you place your limit and you're in good. So let's check. So that was AUDNZ as at last week. Good. Exactly. This was the first entry here. And I got this entry, I think on 15 minutes. Yes. The same thing. The same thing over and over again. What do I mean? What do I mean? That was it. Impulsive push, small correction, impulse. I had an engulfing candle. That's my first entry point. Market tap, and that was it. Here again, engulfing candle or possible second entry. So that's just it. You can pick your engulfing candle. That's it. Like that is it. Now I'm waiting for this setup. What have I seen here? Impulsive push, correction, impulse. I have an engulfing candle here on the H1 time frame. Sorry, I have a hammer candle there on the H1 time frame. Then engulfing candle on the 30 minutes. I'm still waiting for this one now. For market to come back here. Market to tap, and so that's it, yeah. That's it. So the next video I'll talk more on the time frames that we use, time pairing, and how we pair candles. Like you pair those 4 candles as well to know how to get your A setups that you trade. All right, guys. So till next session.